Everything moves in cycles. Life's essence is change. And here, in my little world in northern Sweden, the season has officially changed from late autumn to winter. And it makes my heart dance. Yet, cycles are not linear in their nature. They come with ups and downs, and one day we feel like we could hack the world, the next we don't even know how to survive the next hour. Like seasons, we change. A blooming field, a life-filled forest will be covered by winter and its calming frozen blanket. Being human could be so easy, yet we feel so intensely, so deeply that it becomes the hardest challenge we can face. Being human. In this vlog, I will take you with me through my latest successes. So, I'd say trusting the process was worth it. And failures, and the beautiful moments of being with nature. Grab your blanket and your favorite cup of tea and enjoy this little glimpse into my small world here in the north. So, I guess what you are all most interested in are updates on our renovations in the house. And, what should I say? See yourselves. After it finally stopped raining, we could pick up the walls we wanted to cover the pink wall with, as we wanted to wallpaper it. Keeping the screwed boards as surface was not an option. This was done so much faster than we expected. Stepped on that airplane and let it take me from your side on the last day of July in a cloudy southern sky. So the reason why we are doing this is because we don't want to remove this piece just to get this closed. So we want to just put something on top here, but the gap would be too high, so we just put them on, and hopefully the gap then is okay, kind of. I show you. You see this gap? So we hope this works. There was nothing I could do. So with this thing, that is funny because this was a gift, basically. This is thicker than the ones we put on here, but it had damage on the downside and on one side. So the shop where we bought it couldn't sell it anymore. And they have some sort of storage where they have things like these, and we asked if they are for free, if we could take them. And he said, yeah, you can take it. So we actually were gifted one wall and we have an even bigger piece left. So this is what I really love about Sweden. In Germany, you get nothing for free. They would throw it away, at best some worker who works there would take it with him home. But here they have no use for it, no one else yet had a use for it, so we can have it. And that is why we had to come up with this solution with the boards on the wall here. Because, as I said, this is thicker. If it was as thin as these, it would have fit with the lilac wall that is already here and we could just squeeze it in. But as it is thicker, that wouldn't work. So we do it that way, and we have to be careful with the wire and put it under the wire and hope.
God will send his angels and wash the blood from.
So the next steps were to finally scrape off the last bits of wallpaper from the cupboards so I could paint them and the ceiling.
Will the rain ever stop? Will the rain ever stop reminding me of you? Orange Avenue, I'm still drenched from the first time it rained on me. Now a constant downpour of tragedy.
If you are watching right now, I take guesses which color is underneath here. Because these two different colors, I am curious what I will find underneath here. I have an idea because I see it, but if you are watching right now, mark the minute and write what you guess what's underneath, and then you see if you were right or not. But first, let's get this thing wet and soaked. Okay, last chance to write down what you think, which color is under here. Let's get going.
Beneath the moonlight, self-touch your hand in mine gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric, right? You make me feel alive.
I did it! It's done.
I know July is gone. You make me feel at home in the neon glow.
I decided to not scrape off the whole wallpaper of the room, but just the parts that stood out and would have created an unclean surface on the final result. This still took a lot of time, but was in total much faster than removing all of the old wallpaper.
Maybe this is the season of love. Beneath an endless night, the world spins around. You're there, ease my mind. Like stars that never die, you and I will shine during the darkest times. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. As the leaves
this is the part, hey Frida, that I haven't seen many people talking about who do renovating. I am extremely disappointed right now. I can't imagine how this is supposed to look good at any point in time right now. This is just, I mean, every corner of this room looks horrible at the moment. My husband did such a great job with fixing everything here. He did this and this corner. That looks really good, but the wall paint for the ceiling is so bad. It's so thin, it almost didn't cover at all. I painted a lot of times, so it covers at least a bit. And yeah, I'll see if I paint again tomorrow. Frida's here exploring. But right now I am just afraid that it will never look good. Never. Right now it's just a mess. It looks horrible and oh god. Right now I don't finish this day with a good feeling. But what should I do? Now I have to trust the process and hope that it will look good by the end of the week, as I hope. We'll see. Hey Frida. Hi Baba. Ciao. Bye-bye. I am out right now because a friend of mine told me there are massive northern lights. Unfortunately, they are not here because it's too foggy and too cloudy at where we live, but it is foggy and cloudy. And I tried to film. I don't know how it turned out because my camera does not work well with low light. But I tried to film and I definitely took some amazing pictures. Soak in this full moon, foggy night calmness for a moment. Just soak it in. Okay, should we skip the time lapse? Then we do it just like this. From that moment on, our future bedroom started to take shape, and my hope that this room one day will look like a beautiful place started coming back. And with every step towards the goal, I became happier and happier.
I don't wanna miss a day without you. Let's stay young forever. There is nothing we can't do. And nothing can break us apart when we're together. Facing the sky, we know that we can fly on the wings of love. And we can climb on every mountain top. I never knew eternity was real till I met you. Since that day, I live in a dream. I live in a dream.
Sorry, guys.
You're my angel. I'll do anything to make you smile.
Up.
With you, I'm in heaven. When you kiss me, I turn to a star. And nothing can break us apart when we're together. Facing the sky, we know that we can fly on the wings of love. And we can climb on every mountain top. I never knew eternity was real till I met you.
So I'd say trusting the process was worth it. We are done, and everything is just even a bit more perfect than I imagined. I really thought maybe the head of the bed would be too high, or yeah, you know, something else doesn't fit the way it should fit, but it fits perfectly. It is the coldest room of the house. It is one of the smallest rooms of the house, except for the, you know, unfinished green room chamber. This is of course the smallest room, but this is another story. But yeah, our bedroom is now finished. The first room is finished. The renovation is done. The only thing that is now missing are the parts that cover the, yeah, to the wall and to the floor. But this will be a fast thing to fix. And for now, this will be actually the last room that got renovated, because first we need to lift the house. Many of you commented that too, so thank you for your wisdom. And yeah, we need to lift the house first, because otherwise if we renovate it now and then lift it and then the walls or the floors are moving, there could be cracks and damage again, and we won't do that. But this room is safe because this is in the corner of the house that won't be affected by the lifting at all, I think. The least, definitely. So, yeah. It was much hard work. It was a lot of, yeah, let's just do it somehow. But now it's done and I am really, really happy. And now let's go to my future room, because this is our next project to fix, to do. And you see it here. A lot of boxes, a lot of, oh, my hand, a lot of things that need to be done. Oh, does it film? Yeah. And of course I would love to renovate the wallpaper here too, but you see it on this wall that the cracks are there, and the cracks will be there again when we lift the house if I put new wallpaper on now, so I won't do that. So what will be our next task is to build my bed. First, all the boxes need to be removed. All of these boxes need to be removed, and then we can build my bed, and then I will have my own room. Finally, something I really, really dreamed of for actually since we left Germany, because there I had my own room. This is just a feeling of saying goodbye. Yeah. And now I will have one again that is much bigger with much more storage. And now I will show you what is with these cupboards, because this is a dream, really. So I have 3 of these cupboards, right? And let's look into the first one. This is a whole lot of storage, just as in our bedroom. That's the same there. And here we have the second one, which is perfect for dresses, and I think even my wigs could fit here. And we have another little sweet cupboard here that we will place somewhere else. And then we have a third one. And this is also, again, perfect for hanging clothes and putting something on top of here. Yeah, I have storage for smaller things, and I can put boxes on the floor, and it's just perfect. And it doesn't stop there, because I have my little chamber right here. And here I have even more storage room for stuff which I will definitely use, and this is my bed. It will be a DIY bed made from kallax, from little shelves. We will see how that works. But yeah, this is going to be my room. Oh, I'm so ready for this. But before we now step into another room with another load full of work, I want to take you with me to an escape I needed more than I knew at the time. Some of you might remember the retreat Katharina and I hosted in November last year. This year she did it again, and I was simply invited to be a participant. This combination of the cold, the time we spent with the dogs, nourishing drinks and food, and movement in nature was what my body was craving after all this hard work. It's a grounding, calming experience, and it brought me back to presence, to this one moment that is all that actually belongs to us. Thank you, Katharina, for bringing me back to presence and for reminding me of what is real. One part of the retreat was a herbal medicine workshop where we were spoiled with the most delicious, refreshing smells and teas, and ideas on how to treat ourselves during wintertime with nature's remedies. It was cozy, warm, and within such good company, it was not only the physical warmth that felt good, it was heartwarming. It is now 15 minutes after 2 p.m. and it gets dark. I hope you can see it light-wise, how light it is in here and how dark it gets outside already. Even though the snow has fallen today, still it is getting dark. We are in the dark season now.
Das ist fertig. Imams of Truth produzieren weiter fleißig.
The more I get to unpack boxes, the more I get to move into this house, the more it feels like home. It is very hard for me to keep the balance between enjoying the moment and enjoying this house and unboxing, working, renovating, moving in. But I know that my body tells me when to stop, when to rest, and then I will listen, even when it's hard, because my mind is so eager to carry out all of these ideas, and my soul finally wants to rest and to feel home and seen. But I know it takes time. I know that once again my patience is tested, and I will do my best on this journey to simply allow me to rest. Now I will finally unpack this baby. And this was a gift from my dear friend Livia. Thank you so much for gifting me this one. It's not that we need additional heat, but having a little fireplace in your living room is just nice. Yeah, I'm really happy, and I will unpack this thing now and put it in its place, which will be here, but so far it was standing in its box. So let's do this. And nice. Ah. Then we ordered another load of wood to really be safe we get through the winter warm. With a life like this, you truly have to force yourself to rest, because of course there's always work to do. Like finally installing a proper ventilation system in the bathroom. Or picking up furniture we bought secondhand, didn't measure it before, and then having to find a completely different use for it than planned.
Ich hätte gerne einen kleineren gehabt und den dort gehabt.
Wollen wir es ins Wohnzimmer stellen? Urlaub fahren, hier Haustüter haben, kannst du zuschließen und
Kannst du reingucken, aber nie anfassen.
den guten Alkohol wegschließen.
Amazing, oder?
Yeah. But luckily, there are several forms for rest, like walking with your best friend through frozen lands and enjoying the calm and nourishing soul of a forest. I've been sitting in front of the computer since, I don't know, 7:30 maybe this morning. And last night I couldn't sleep very well. We had a new moon in Scorpio. I saw so many reels and videos that talked about now is the time to claim what you want your life to be. Now is the time to let go of everything that weighed you down, that drained you, and for closure, kind of. And this felt, I really felt a lot with all of this content that I watched, and I felt like this cycle, as I said in the beginning, a cycle is never linear. A cycle lives from change. Nature lives from change, and we need those ups and downs to feel both of them as intensely as we can, because this is the essence of our human experience. And what I lost throughout the last year was this: my whimsical, my magic, my having fun in nature, my putting up dresses and cloaks and fur and makeup and just, make myself feel good by looking the way I love to look. If you have a cloak, you need to wear it, right? And I have 4 of them. I haven't been wearing a cloak for too long, more than 6 months at least. This is too long for not wearing a cloak. So this is my new moon claim and affirmation, and the new beginning and the end of a cycle of not being whimsical, of not celebrating my magic and celebrating this playful fantasy part of myself that I started to discover in the last few years in Germany before we moved here, that really bloomed after we moved here for a moment and then died. And now it's time that I go back into this magic, because I feel fucking awesome. This is so amazing. And when I recorded those small snippets that you saw of me walking into the forest, it's really like I am becoming one with this place, because all of these colors are part of nature. Almost everything I'm wearing is nature. This is wool, this is like real wool, and this is sheepskin, real sheepskin. And I'm wearing woolen socks, and I guess part of this is wool too. And I'm warm. I am super warm. I am wearing a skirt in winter, and I am warm because I am just dressed right. So we can live out this whimsical more often. You can do too. Whatever your favorite part of clothing is, put it on more often. A very wise friend of mine said to me last year, why would I own beautiful dresses to then only wear them to special occasions? I want to feel beautiful at any time in my life. And she showed up in dresses to really dirty hard work. And I was so impressed, and I thought, yeah, she's absolutely right. So we should go out like this much more often and reclaim our magic and reclaim our playfulness, our fantasy, our creativity, which is such a big part of being human. And I feel like I could interview a tree right now. So connected I feel here. Oh my goodness, this feels so good. I really want to thank you for being here and for watching this and for sticking with me, because your comments and your love and these beautiful conversations that we are having and that you are having with each other, they are always over and over again reminding me why I am doing this And they always reignite the spark of, I want to tell stories, I want to inspire, I want to give hope and love back to this world with this art form that I love most, which is making videos. And you watching them just makes the experience even better. So I thank you really so much for being here and for watching them. And if you are ready to see more mix of renovation, normal household, nature, love, and whimsical, crazy experiences, then please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have anything you want to share with the world, that you want to share with this community, please feel free to write a comment. I love reading those. Thank you so much to everyone who takes the time. And I know I just promised in one of the last videos that I will be uploading every week now, but I have to take a small break, so I won't be posting a long format video next week, because I am starting to work now on something really big. And this takes a lot of energy and a lot of time. So I hope you will survive this, a weekend without me. I see you in 2 weeks, my loves. And I wish you a wonderful, whimsical, magical weekend and week and evening. Stay healthy. Thank you so much for watching. And see you soon. Thank you. This is beauty. Bye bye.